Who are you becoming? Are you obsessed with the process or you just want the result? So when the results don't come, you quit the process. Are you on morning mindset calls? Are you doing personal development to get to the house? Or do you understand through this process that sure, the vision might be big, sure, you might want some things, but it's about who you're becoming along the way. It's not the money, it's who you have to become to have the money. You're not the person that can handle the $5 million. That's not who you are. But in the process of going after the thing you want, remember, you're becoming it. You're becoming the man or woman that can handle that. You see, that's life, y'all. This is the message. This is why we're here. This is how you get to the life you don't need a break from. It's by you constantly growing and learning and becoming. It's not about the thing. I just want y'all to understand that. It's not about the thing. It's about the process. It's about the process. So staying consistent in it. All I wrote down was, who are you becoming? I heard this from a mentor of mine. He used to always say, right, people that take jobs don't think about the paycheck. That's the number one thing people think about. The question is, who are you becoming at the job? Who does the job make you into? Everything comes with a consequence, right? All money isn't good money. Every paycheck is not great. So who are you becoming just to get a paycheck? Who do law enforcement have to become? Who do correctional officers have to become in order to get the paycheck? Right? The other side of that. When you're doing something, it's really about who are you becoming in this process. Do you take the job to get the paycheck and now you hate humanity, you hate people, right? You're not going to become a disciple of people. If you're a believer, you're going away from that side of what God called you to do just because like you wanted a paycheck that now you are not liking people, right? Like who are you becoming in this process? That's why when you create your own vision, that's the first step. Like I always tell y'all, it's writing down your own vision. When we sit down and have these conversations, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in 10 years? What's the vision of your life? Where do you see yourself relationally, spiritually, in your health, in your finances, all the things? Where do you see yourself? That's the vision. Obviously, that vision is going to require you to become a different version of yourself. So then every day, the daily steps you take, the daily habits that you implement, you can always ask yourself, is this getting me closer to that man or woman or further away? Am I building the character and the capacity I need to be that person? Or is this taking me the other direction? These are things to be mindful of on your journey. We talked about the trap of chasing results. Again, not just chasing the result, but chasing who you're becoming in that process. Then he left it on discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. On your deathbed, when you're 97, we don't want to look back and be like, man, I wish I would have. I wish I would have taken some more chances. I wish I would have left that, job earlier. Oh man, I wish I would have given it my all. I wish I wouldn't have been knocked out for those 3 years. Man, I wish I would have. That's what happens. And that regret weighs tons. That regret weighs tons because you can't change it now. You can't do anything about it. You're at the end. So when we talk about discipline, oh, yes, it takes discipline to get your health in order. It takes discipline to get your finances in order. It takes discipline to get your relationships in order and your spiritual life in order and all the things. It takes discipline. That discipline weighs ounces. You waking up a little bit earlier, you making yourself a little bit more uncomfortable, you turning off the TV, you cutting back on the food, you whatever the thing is for you, right? That discipline that you think is just such a struggle every day, it weighs ounces in comparison to the weight of regret when you no longer can do it, when the time is running out. So that's not our life, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why you're here on these calls is because, again, you want to get to a life that you don't need a break from. You want to be highest, grandest expression of yourself. You want to be the man or woman God called you to be. Like that's why you're here. So now we have to do the work. Now we have to do the work. The work goes with changing our thinking. We change our thinking, we change our life. It's the way that it goes. In our text up here, 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. Number 120 says champions understand success. Champions understand success. It's not what we always think. It's not the material thing. It's not success just because you got the house or you got the vacation or you did that's not success. Success comes through fulfillment, through who you're becoming. We got to make sure that we understand that so we don't put too much on just the outcome. It's okay to have the vision. We need to have it. Otherwise, you wouldn't know where you're going. But you also have to understand this process of becoming that man or woman, the process. This is what I took very seriously, very early in me learning this information. I got very serious about the process. I got obsessed with the day-to-day process, the sacrifices, the things that I would do day to day, regardless if I saw the results. Regardless if I removed myself from outcome and just focused on the process. That every day I was getting better, 1% better every day. Better today than I was yesterday. I'll be better tomorrow than I was today. Sure, we have some setbacks. Sure, you have some times where you're not in the game, but how quickly can you pull yourself out? How much resilience do you have to pull yourself out quicker and then start getting 1% better every single day, doing the things you know you should be doing? We all know what we need to be doing. You know what you need to be doing in your health. You know what you need to be doing in your finances. You know what you need to be doing in your relation. Like you know, but are we doing what we know? Are we focused on the process or do we see ourselves so far away from the result, so far away from the end that we're not doing everything we need to every single day? Just reminders for y'all on this Monday because we got to do the work. Here's what it says in the text. It says success to average performers means money and material possessions. To champions, these are outward manifestations of success, but not success itself. The pros know success is a simple concept. Champions tend to believe success is giving your family, work, and life your very best effort, and that's it. Say that one more time. Champions tend to believe success is giving your family, work, and life your very best effort, and that's it. How much are you giving your life your best effort? How much are you giving your work your best effort? How much are you giving your relationships your best effort? Can you give 100% to all those things? If that's all outside of the distractions and all the things, if you just focused on that and you went to bed every night knowing you gave your life, your family, your work, your very best effort, you would feel successful. You would feel successful. Anyways, keep going. It says, end of definition. After all, the champions say, what else is there? No idea has been so maligned and manipulated as success. Amateurs will have you believe success is what Madison Avenue tells us through slick advertising campaigns. The great advertisers know people hunger for success and they represent it as owning the right home, car, clothes, etc. They have obviously studied their customer and are being richly rewarded for their service. The world class doesn't buy into psychographic advertising or anything else the profiteers say represents success. The great ones simply select their chosen field, write out their plan, create their vision, and go to work making it a reality. The simple day by day progression toward their vision spells success. When their outcome is achieved, they celebrate, all the while knowing their real measure of success was in doing, not having. The world class understands that to have, you must do, and to do, you must be. They focus on becoming the person they wish to become, and everything else falls into place. And say those last two sentences again. Possibly the most important thing, the thing I want to drive home for you today on this Monday. The world class understands that to have, you must do, and to do, you must be. So they focus on becoming the person they wish to become, and everything else falls into place. In order to have the life you want, you must do the things necessary to get you to that life. But in order to do the things necessary to get you to that life, you have to become the person that can do those things. So in order to have, you have to be. That's the message. That's the message. You have to make sure you are focused on becoming the best version of yourself. That's how you get the outcome. You want the house, you want the car, you want the financial freedom, you want the great health, you want the best relationship, you want the great marriage, you want all the things. You got to become different. We got to become different. And then those things fall in place. The tough seasons of life. I was just having a conversation with a guy yesterday, about to meet up with him in a week or so. He came out here, to the East Coast from the West Coast. He's like, man, things are not falling in place the way that I want to. I'm not happy with my job life. He's like, my marriage is a little on the rocks. It's like, I had all these things, these setbacks and things happened. And now, again, depending on the type of friend you are, depending on the type of person you might rub his back and be like, oh, it's okay, man. Things will get better. Don't worry about it, right? It's going to be okay. I was like, man, I get it. I understand. I don't wish this away from you. You know why? Because this is a character building season. When you're at your low moments, it's shaping you into the person you need to become to handle the life that's up ahead, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit, as long as you don't give in to the thoughts, as long as you don't let life knock you down and not get back up. As long as that doesn't happen, these seasons are helping you build character. It's character building seasons. It's okay. That's what's going to make you great. I shared that with him, right? I I'm sharing that with y'all. If you're in a low season, if you're in a low moment, if you're in a valley season of your life, as long as you keep doing the work, as long as you are thinking properly, as long as you're like, hey, I'm not worried about my current circumstance, I'm thinking about the vision. And day by day, I am making progress to this thing, no matter what I see around. As long as you keep doing that, you will have the life that you want. Most people give up, though. Most people say it becomes too hard, becomes too tough. I don't have any luck. Woe is me, right? Those types of things. We all go through the low seasons, but how you think about it matters. So understand that even in your low times, you got to focus on becoming the person that you need to become to get to the life that you want. That's what this is about. How do we get there? Y'all have heard me say this, right? This isn't just inspiration and motivation, which is great. Practical things. Change your thinking, you change your life. If you change how you think, what'll happen? What'll happen is it'll change your belief system. When it changes your belief system, it'll change your actions and your habits, like the daily things that you do. They'll change. Through those actions and habits, you will get different results. But that's why it starts with your thinking. So how do we change our thinking? Eye gates, ear gates, environment. That's it. Very simple. Eye gates, ear gates, environment. What are you watching? What are you looking at? Because whatever you're looking at is feeding into your mind. As much as you think it's leisure, as much as you think that it might be downtime, as much as you might think it might be entertainment, whatever it is that you are consuming with your eyes will get into your head. So if we need to change our thinking, change what you're watching. Read better things. Watch better things, right? I told y'all my story. When I learned, my mentor used to tell me, money only grows to the degree that you do as a person. You want to make more money? You got to grow as a person. How do you grow as a person? Exactly what I'm teaching y'all. So what I did is I cut off all the stuff, all the secular things. I cut them all off. I stopped watching ESPN. I stopped playing video games. I stopped doing all the stuff. Stopped listening to the radio. It was nothing but personal development 24/7. You can ask my wife. Like, she would get sick and tired of listening and me watching the same things over and over again. Like, but that was how serious I was. I cut it all off, cold turkey. Change what you're listening to, your ear gates. So you got your eyes, what's coming in, and then your ears. What are you listening to? I started only listening to motivation, inspiration. I started listening more podcasts, more audiobooks, no TV, no leisure. When you're serious about your vision, you don't have time for leisure. Sure, you can take a little break here and there for some, but like day to day, like it says in here, are you giving your family, your work, and your life the best effort? That's not leisure. That's not leisure. So that's how we change it. What are you listening to? Cut off the radio. Stop listening to music. Change what's going into your ears, and it'll change what you're thinking. Environment, who you're around, what you put yourself into. You're the average of the 5 people you spend time with, even if it's your job, because you're doing it for a paycheck. Who are you around? What kind of conversations are your coworkers having? What kind of information are you taking in at that 9 to 5? It will shape who you are. Then once you're off of work, who do you spend time with? Who are your best friends? Who are the people that you're listening to? Do you talk to your negative family a bunch? Like this is how we shape our life. Easier said than done, y'all. I get it. Easier said than done. It's hard to cut off your family. It's hard to cut off the people that are close to you. It's hard to change your habits and right, like it's hard. That's why it's going to be worth it. And that's why you got to do it. The action step for today says take inventory of your beliefs surrounding success. What does success really mean to you? Have you adopted the amateur or professional definition of success? How are these beliefs impacting your everyday life and happiness? Remember, y'all, success is about who you're becoming, not what you have. You can have a vision, but now do some work on you and say, man, who am I becoming? Are you more patient than you were 5 years ago or less patient? Do you have more integrity now than you had as a kid? Are you healthier now? Right? Like look at those things and judge yourself on that stuff. Are you moving in the right direction toward the man or woman you want to be? Or are you moving away from it? I'm here to help you move towards it, but you got to do your own work. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve to win. Your families deserve to win. People are counting on you to win. You might not know this, but people are counting on you to get this information and do something with it. Apply it. Discipline. Discipline only weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Take time this week, take time today to challenge yourself, to discipline yourself in some of these areas so that you can get to the life that you don't need a break from.